Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of All About You. As you can tell, we have our DBS music in the background, so what we will be doing is finally the deck profile that you guys been all waiting for. We are going to go with the Goku SS Blue style. So we're going to be doing a nice little review on my starter blue Goku deck. Okay guys, and thank you for patiently waiting, and we're gonna jump right into the video. Alright guys, we are back. So, as you can see, this is the deck profile. I'm gonna actually go in depth as to why I ran the choices that I did at the event, and I will further, I guess, do my best to teach any new players why there's an importance of running a certain amount of synergy when you're running dual element or dual color decks. So let's start off with my leader. I ran Super Saiyan God Son Goku. As you can see, his ability is when this card attacks, choose up to one of your blue energy and switch it to active mode. Awaken. When your life is at 4 or less, you may draw 2 cards and flip this card over. Then he turns into, bam, this bad boy. Alright, now Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Son Goku, the Soul Striker. Permanent. During your turn, if you have 5 or more energy, this card gains 5,000 power. Auto. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. Choose up to 2 of your blue energy and switch it to active mode. As you can see, this is a beautiful card. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Right now I'm at my job and I'm trying to give you guys and deliver what I promised. So we'll just keep this bad boy right here. Alright. So moving forward, we have 4 energy boosted Majin Buu. As you may already know, and we'll do it up close, when you play this card, draw 1 card. Simple enough. He is a staple if you play blue. I've done deck profiles already with that card. If you're not playing 4, you're bad. I'm sorry guys, I'm just saying it how it is. You need to play 4. If you're not playing that amount of copies, it is what it is. The next choice I ran is for Broly, the Dawn of the Rampage. So this card is your typical, when it's put into play, you can look at the top 7 cards of your deck and select 1 green Broly card, battle card, and add it to your hand. Very standard. He is essentially one of the main parts of the deck since it is a green-blue deck or blue-green deck, however you want to look at it. There's a whole lot of green in this deck. I run Human Shield Krillen. Now, just to reiterate on Broly, Broly is ran for all the other pieces as you can see. I max out on the most essential pieces to the deck. And as you can see, you don't need promos for the deck to be competitive. This is a build without promos, so if you want to have a really nice solid green-blue deck, this is the right way to go if you're running the Broly engine. Now we're moving on to Krillen, Human Shield. He is your traditional blocker, very simple, 5k overall, and he can just auto block. Very essential. He does a lot when it comes down to doing what you need to do to stay in the game, and also making sure that when you play something like this, your opponent always has to worry about it. Your opponent feels like they need to use cards like Beerus, or cards like Furious the Vegeta, or any kind of other removal, because that becomes a threat. That becomes a threat when they want to push for game. Another great card that I run, but I don't max out on it, is Whis Coersion. Now, if you don't know what Whis Coersion does, it is a standard negate, counterattack. Negate the attack, then choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it to active mode. Very essential, very key card, extremely strong. Possibly the best negation period in this game, only because it allows you to renew another energy. It literally allows you to untap a rested energy and place it back into active mode. It's amazing. So you could literally sit on 2-3 coercions, a Senzu Bean, other little tools, which we're gonna move on to this bad boy. As I just mentioned, Senzu Bean. Choose up to one of your cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. Very essential, guys. Extremely important. This card, without a shadow of a doubt, is tier 1, one of the best blue cards that you can ever have in your deck. Possibly the reason, one of the main reasons of running blue. If it's not for Majin Buu, it's definitely for Senzu Bean. These cards are extremely powerful, guys. Extremely. Senzu Bean allows you to stay safe. It's mainly extremely vital when you're using it on defense on your opponent's turn, when your opponent is attacking a key battle card you need, or your leader for trying to push for game or do heavy damage to you. You just hit off a Senzu Bean. Your character will stay with 5,000 boost for the duration of that turn. That means that that character, now if I use it on my son Goku, the Soul Striker, in this mode he becomes a 20k, and now every attack that my opponent goes for will have to deal with a 20k, which is very, very, very strong. Moving forward, we have 4 boost attack Piccolos. This is your standard free 10k boost. While you have 4 less life, this card counts as 10k and you draw a card. If you are not running 4 copies of this card, quit the game. Quit the game if you're not running 4 copies of any 10k boost on the right element, right color for your leader. Okay, guys? This is extremely essential. If you're not running it, bendito, poor bendito right there, right? We're gonna go a little Spanish on ya. Next card, we're running the Assailant Vegeta and Gotenks combination. Let's take one of each, just to show you guys. Okay? These bad boys, very powerful. When this card attacks the leader card, your opponent discards 1 card out of their hand and places it to the drop zone. Then we have Assailant Vegeta. When this card, it has critical, which simply means when this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life, they place that many cards into the drop area instead of their hand. Very essential, okay, guys? And I know I was like pushing this towards you. These 2 are amazing. Turn 3s, amazing turn 3s. Some of the best in the game, period. And that is essential. My Assailant Vegeta has multi-purpose. I'll even put him up. He could stand with Goku. He's just that good. Now we have 3 Ultimate Jaco. This card is amazing, a lifesaver. This card can do so much. When you combo with this card, choose one card in your opponent's combo area and return it to their hand. It only works as a defense. So it only works during your opponent's turn, where you can see what cards they combo with first and place it to their hand. This stops them from going for game when they're untapping all their energy to push out towards you, and this stops some wonky plays. Very essential. Definitely run 2 to 3 copies. It's up to your choice. I wouldn't run 4 because it doesn't do much more for you other than serve as a blocker. It's like having another negate attack, except during the combo step. Now, moving on to some of the juicy part of the deck, some of my favorites. Furious Yell Vegeta. An amazing, amazing, amazing card, guys. Simply amazing. Double Strike. Activate main once per turn. Place 1 card from your life to the drop area. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards and discard it. This is extremely essential, okay? Extremely essential. He is amazing. Very strong, helps you get out of the unawakened lock, as I would say, where players try to make sure you sit at 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 8 life, and they don't want to attack you. This is one form to break out and hurt their board. The next 2 cards that are amazing, just like we did Father and Son with Assailant Vegeta and Energy Power Trunks. Let's grab one of each of these bad boys. Simply powerful, powerful cards. We'll start off with the Sun. He's a 5-drop, 2 green, Super Saiyan Gotenks. He has Evolve, which is essential, guys. essential. This card allows me to evolve, so if I have my small Gotenks on the field, I can easily move this card over that and have an extra big turn. Double Strike, auto. When you play this card, choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode, then draw 1 card. Now, he's utilizing this deck because, as you can see, this deck untaps energy, just like the Goku Guardian, except with Goku, I can only untap blue energy. This bad boy untaps any energy, so he's more versatile than Goku. But it works very well. This deck allows me to make a lot of huge power plays with big guys and for little cost, because I'm always untapping energy either with Goku or Gotenks. Very strong, very powerful, green and blue combination, very strong. Let's move on to the father. The prince of all Saiyans, Prince of Speed. Evolve, 2 blue, 2 of anything. Same thing, he costs less when you evolve. Very effective when you start evolving cards. Auto, when you play this card, if you have 5 or more energy, draw 2 cards. This is draw power, guys. Draw power, energy, how it renews energy, draw power. Straight up, pure draw power, a +1, a break even. They're very essential to the deck. These are some of my key pieces to the deck. Now, we're gonna go for Rampaging Lifeform Bio Broly. Okay guys, now I know a lot of you guys don't like running many copies of this because essentially he only has an effect if you evolve him, besides the double strike. Let me tell you one thing. Your whole point of running these guys is for consistency. The reason why I run 4 Broly, Dawn of Revenge, and Rampaging Lifeform Bio Broly, and the next Broly you will see, is because I want consistency. I want to have hand control, maintain hand control throughout the integrity and entirety of the game. His effect, when a card evolves into this card, your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and places them into the drop area. Very powerful. Your opponent selects the cards, but it's still 2 cards nonetheless, which is hand control, especially when you see me drawing and I'm hurting my opponent's hand. So my deck does both. It helps me draw and filter through cards while my opponent is losing resources. The next card is Result of Training. This is one of the MVP cards of the deck. Okay, it costs 5 energy, 2 being blue. Activate main. During this turn, you may activate your leader card's Awaken, even if you have 5 or more life. Then choose up to 4 of your energy and switch them to active mode, okay? This card is a VIP, MVP, any type of MVP, whatever you want to say, man. This card is essential for decks that cannot self-damage and self-inflict, such as the Vegeta Guardian or the Ginyu Guardian, okay guys? So this card simply just helps you awaken. It helps you turn from the small dude to the big dude, and you start untapping even more energy when this untaps energy. So the deck is geared for untapping energy. This is the untapped power deck. That's what I would like to call it. Now, the last and final piece of the puzzle is the god himself, the legend, Broly Rampaging Horror. As you can see, this bad boy, right? Sexy ass thing. Evolve. 4 green, 1 generic. Double strike. When you play this card, choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's hand at random and place them into the drop area. This is straight up hand control. This is straight up scoop your opponent up, let them lose. They got no chance. GG. Actually, it wasn't a good game because I just scooped your ass up. So this is the deck. 4 copies of this. Again, I run 4, 4, and 4 of Broly's. We got the legendary 4s, right? 4 copies of each one, because it's essential to have consistency, okay? And moreover, you want to make sure that while you are playing, you are able to dominate your opponent. This deck causes so much control. It's incredible. I just been playing this with at locals, and it's been amazingly strong, amazingly powerful. This is the deck you saw me win the last locals with, and I present it here. You guys asked. I said if we get 1K views, I will share. We are almost there, and I decided, you know what? You know, my subscribers are important, the viewers are important. Let me show them a work of art, okay? So this is definitely a top-notch deck. It's very competitive. Make sure you use result of training correctly. Not to do any shout outs to anyone, but super players, y'all gotta get your stuff straightened out. Yeah, stuff is a little twisted right now, but you guys have good content nonetheless. Make sure you run results of training properly. Once you awaken, you do not unawaken. Make sure that you read all your cards so that you don't have any discrepancies. If you need, rewatch some of these videos that I bring and present to you so that you can understand the full effect and possibly memorize all these effects. As I said, make sure you read and utilize all your effects properly. If you need any advice, if you need any help deck creating, again, it's not about the deck, it's about learning how to play the game properly. This deck list is a tool that you can use to get better and do well at events. Will you win if you play this deck? No, if you don't understand the fundamentals and you don't understand how to really engage in the game and control your opponent properly while utilizing all the card effects to do so. So, as always, we got my music playing in the background. You already know, Super Vegeto's theme song. Anyways, so music for that matter. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and most importantly, subscribe for some more content. And as always, this channel is all about you.